Hi Aquarius, how's everybody doing? Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. For those of you that are new tuning in, my name is Gabriella. I channel as well as interpret the tarot cards. Okay, so when I was meditating on the energy, I was hearing what's going on here. For some of you, if you have something going on with work, you may feel the need to kind of like protect your energy, or you could be setting boundaries with someone, or feel like you have to like defend yourself in some type of way. Could have to do with a belief that you have. For some of you, you don't like something that's going on in the workplace. Maybe you feel the need to do something about it, but it feels more so like the attention is being put on you. But maybe you're just like standing up for yourself or someone. Possibly. For some of you, I'm hearing that you're resting your voice. Or maybe a specific message. I'm looking at the Four of Swords and the Queen of Swords. You may be taking time before you respond to someone. You may be taking time to think about something before you respond to someone. This is reminding me a very little bit of the Capricorn reading. Yeah, I'm getting a notion of like not wanting to say the wrong thing, because you may want to tread carefully. Whoever this person is that you're talking to, I'm also hearing talking about, whoever this person that you're talking to is, for some reason you want to be really mindful, deliberate, present when you're speaking with them, because I'm seeing this count. I'm seeing this like very much matter here, the way that you do this. And you may be taking a break before you respond to someone, or like feel like you need some time to center or ground. Kind of so you can get your thoughts in order. It looks like you have a lot to think about. And then I'm seeing that action is going to be taken, but it's not immediate, however this happens. I feel like I'm a little bit slanted on here. That's better. With the Queen of Swords and the Justice card, we're looking at a highlight of Libra. Looking at Virgo now. Okay. Whatever this is that you're addressing here, this is a delicate operation. You want to make sure that you're doing this in a way that you feel is good, because it looks like it's one of those moments where you are ultimately going to be walking away from something, and you want to feel good about the way that you are doing this. You want to think about it before you take action. I'm hearing choose your words wisely again. So like for some of you, this can even be like you're resigning from something, or you're telling someone like something is even ending for some of you. Something needs to be made right here, and I'm getting like that's why your voice counts, that's why your voice matters. And for some of you too, a small number of you, you could have set boundaries with someone, or feel like you need to reinforce something or create further boundaries, and that means like you're not going to be involved with someone any longer. I'm seeing this be a hard decision to make. However, like for some of you, even something isn't what it was any longer, and there's a recognition of that here, but that may be something hard to swallow is what I'm hearing. But yeah, however it is that you want to like end this, and I'm not seeing like the Ten of Swords or the World here. We're just ending with the Eight of Cups for this row. So there's something that you're walking away from because it's lacking emotionally for you. And there's the knowledge that what you're looking to find, you're not finding here, and you're going to find it elsewhere. And that's what this choice is about. That's what this move is about for you. And I'm seeing that be something you recognize when you reflect, but if you haven't reflected, this may not be like a conclusion that you've gotten to yet at this point. I'm seeing even like something could have happened with someone and you feel like this put you on the defense so much that you're not willing to collaborate, I'm hearing, with this person. Because with the Queen of Swords, it can be like, don't cross me, or like, my boundaries are firm, and like, I already learned my lesson here and I'm not gonna get started again with you, is what I'm hearing. So like something, it seems like something put you in this spot, like that this was like some type of appropriate response for something that you went through, or like an interaction or a situation or a dynamic that you had with someone or something. A collaboration. I'm looking at the Three of Coins here. I think you're gonna be taking a break from whatever this is. You may have already done this, actually. And in this time that you're having, you're gonna realize that something's not working for you and you're gonna walk away. I'm hearing trade. Just because you're in a situation and you recognize that it's not what you want it to be, that doesn't mean that it's going to be easy to walk away from. Because I'm seeing something that like, it may be difficult to do this, even though you like, you know, it's the truth, but it may be something something difficult to accept. Here you are. Double Aquarian energy. I'm looking at the Star and the Fool. I think that you're going to be starting something new. Wow, this really does remind me of the Capricorn reading. So, mentioning this because it feels relevant in the Capricorn reading, and all of us have Capricorn somewhere in our charts. All of us have an MC. Somebody new was introduced into the life of a person. However, like, the person going through this new experience, was still like kind of holding on to an ex, or there was like some sort of residual situation that was still occurring, and there was the opportunity to either like go with something new or to fall back in like an old familiar pattern. And that's kind of what that person was faced with in that scenario. And I'm seeing something like that here, but it looks like the mind is made up. Like, I'm seeing you recognize you're not going to find what you're looking for in a situation that you've been recently caught up in, and I'm seeing you trade that out to actually be interacting with a new person now. And this is somebody that's very much in alignment with you and your path. I'm seeing this be important. I'm hearing security. For some of you, you have not met this person yet. For some of you, until you walk away from this past situation, you're not gonna meet this person, or you're not gonna like start this collaboration, this project, this job, something like that. It looks more like a person to me. But it also depends on what area of your chart Aquarius falls in for you. I'm seeing a 3 here and a 3 here, and I'm seeing like you sandwiched in between. So it looks like you're moving away from something familiar and towards something like new or unfamiliar. But it's something that you have the confirmation that this is in alignment for you. So this means to when we have somebody new entering into our lives, the way that we know that this resonates with us is that we feel empowered in the space with the person or the thing that we're interacting with. We feel supported. We feel a sense of presence. I'm also hearing gratitude. It would feel like the timing is right, even though there will be things that need to be worked on and worked out. Like, if something is out of alignment, it's something that, like, when you're around it, you feel kind of confused, you feel kind of thrown off, you're not sure what you're feeling, you're not sure what your intuition is telling you, stuff like that. So it would leave you kind of in a fog if something is out of alignment for you. And if something is in alignment, there's a sense of clarity, there's a sense of equanimity, like peace, balance. You feel centered. It feels good to be around. When we're going through changes, sometimes it can be uncomfortable, but it would have the knowledge that it's going to be in your best interest to be working through something. So like when we go through transitions, even though it can be like, oh, this is really hard, or I feel super uncomfortable, this is unfamiliar, there's still that sense of your intuition telling you that this is the right track for you. And that, like, whatever transition you're going through, it's going to be worth it because of the result. And that's kind of what this new thing looks like to me. And I'm seeing threes look significant in whatever next chapter this is for you. You would be working mutually with this person in a way, interacting with this person in a way that would not only feel like it's in alignment. This could also be something mutually healing that you're doing with this person. You feel very seen by them. There's a sense of shared activities here that you enjoy doing with this person. Intuitively, you would feel connected. You feel I'm hearing a sense of knowing, a sense of belonging. There's a sense of familiarity with this new person you're interacting with or reconnecting with. If this is somebody that you're reconnecting with, for some of you, this is a new person. For others of you, if this is somebody you're reconnecting with, this is somebody that you would not like have recently had contact with. It would almost be like a new person coming into your life because you're not familiar with them. But I'm not seeing any signs being like this is an ex or anything like this. It just may be somebody that you knew from your past. But I'm not seeing like a romantic relationship history. Not yet, anyway. This may be for a specific person. I'm getting something going on with the neck, and you may be getting that checked out. That could be work-related, potentially. I'm hearing earnings. This person that's coming into your life, they may have something to do with your job or finances, potentially. Or there would be like something serious going on where there could be like some type of shared responsibility even with this person. I'm seeing your energy shift into like feeling more receptive and less guarded. Definitely seeing like a different energetic impression compared to like what that is in the beginning that you're walking away from and what this is now that you're opening yourself up to. I'm seeing like a more open energy, a more curious energy. This is somebody that brings a sense of stability into your life, somebody very dependable. And I'm seeing like mutual curiosity and conversations between the two of you. Even though you like your priorities may be a little bit differing, or like I don't know. I'm looking at the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords, which is interesting too, because in the last Aquarian reading, we were also talking about all of the masculine energy here. And now I'm seeing a similar situation again with the masculine energy, which would mean there's a sense of like mutually pursuing someone. So it's not just like one person pursuing the other. There's definitely a mutual sense of curiosity, learning, wanting to understand about each person. And you may find like even though you have similarities with this person, like it's like beneath it all I'm seeing you be very similar with this person that's entering into your life now, that you're spending more time with, or that you will be spending more time with, if you choose to. Beneath it all I'm seeing like more similarities than anything, but it's like something about the outfits you wear are different. And this can mean like you have a very different like job, or like some part of your identity may be different than this person. But what I'm seeing, like there be an emphasis on like underneath it all, it's like when you take the outfits off, when you take the suits off, I'm seeing like a similarity, like it's like the same underneath there. And I mean, that can be taken in so many different ways. Like for some of you, this can be like a queer relationship, a same-gendered relationship, or this can be somebody that like your families are very different, and like at the bottom of it, you feel like you share a similar personality, or you have very different jobs, or your public personas are very different, like career-related things are very different, or even like your styles. It's like maybe you have two very different rising signs. And one person looks more like methodical. Like I'm seeing two grounded energies, but one person looks more methodical and maybe like more in an earthy type of energy, and one person is more like in an air energy. But this doesn't have to mean specifically in your charts. This can mean like when you guys are together, like one person is more like slow and steady and grounded, and the other person is more like you have a lot of thoughts, you have a lot to say. Like you may be the one that is more of a conversation starter, and this person, like they would banter back and forth with you, but they may be like a little bit more like slow or shy. And when I say slow, with the earth energy, it like sometimes it's not as fast moving as the air energy, so it can be something like that. It's like they like to sit and like let everything set in, and you may be like quicker on your feet, or maybe like you say things more quickly, or you have a lot of thoughts going on and they're kind of more so responding to you when you talk. For some of you, you're going to eat with this person, because I'm hearing sitting at the table. That can also be a metaphor. There's still a stagnancy. If you have not walked away from something from the past, this is something that's still affecting your auric field, I'm seeing. You have to walk away from whatever that is completely, because I'm seeing that it's going to affect this if you don't. It's going to affect this new person. You know this too, is what I'm seeing. I'm hearing, I don't know what you expect from this person. Yeah, for some of you, whoever this is from the past, sorry, I know we keep flip-flopping. Whoever this past person is that's still lingering in your auric field, you have to let go of the fact that maybe things are not resolved or you didn't get closure. Otherwise, you're going to feel conflicted, and it's going to affect your perception of what this new thing is coming in for you. I'm hearing it's going to hit different. It's like it's going to be a different type of experience for you. And you will not be like, it's not going to resonate to its potential if you're still holding on to something from the past. I'm looking at Libra, Virgo, Aquarius, Uranus. So that's why intuitively you're being guided to walk away from something. As I said before, for some of you, you are getting the opportunity to like come into contact or meet this person before you may have completely walked away from something, but you would have already made the moves to do that. So part of that process would already be in play. For others of you, until you actually walk away, this person is not going to enter into your life. And this means like energetically walking away from something and being like, I'm done with that. I'm not going to like continue that cycle, or like that's not coming back into my life. I'm not allowing that back into my life. But there's a jump that has to be taken. I will say this too. If you have not fully walked away from someone and you're trying to start something new, I feel like we kind of already said this, you're going to feel conflicted about this new person. Like, I'm seeing it's definitely going to affect what's going on. So that's why that's important, especially because like I don't know who you were dealing with, and I think it's going to be different for everybody, because when there is a specific message, it will come through, but when there's a variation in the general readings, that's why we don't get into specifics, because that may be the variation for each person. And so like whoever this person that you were with, I'm seeing this be the variation for each of you, but you know that you're not fulfilled in whatever that was. And this is why the walking away from like the past situation or the past person needs to happen. As I said before, if you have not reflected on this, you may not be recognizing that yet. But the recognition is needed and acceptance is needed before you can move into this new cycle with this new person. But I am seeing a new person for sure. And for some of you, we got a glimpse of them in the last reading. What it looks like to me is that whoever that past person was that you were with, it feels like this was like part of your awakening, like part of you even realizing an aspect of your shadow that you needed to see. And so like that cycle definitely needs to be completed. I'm hearing Sicilian, Italian? And when we call out things like that, when we channel, if that doesn't resonate with you, that doesn't mean it's not your reading. That just may be a specific sign for someone. Yeah, I'm seeing you. I'm hearing. I'm seeing you go for something here. This is something new. I'm seeing you be excited about this. I'm seeing you be like in a very exploratory energy. This looks like we've shifted into what's going on with you and the new person. I think you're trying to figure out, like, if there is the type of give and take that you're looking for right now with them. Because there's a sense of something being suspended as you're figuring it out. To have the Page of Wands and also the Sun here, it's like the 5th house. This can be like you feel very creative when you're around this person, or like there are mutual activities that you're doing together that you enjoy, maybe like mutual hobbies. There's a sense of exploring. There's a sense of like feeling like you can shine in the way that you want to, you feel authentic, you feel in touch. There's a sense of like having new feelings, feeling motivated. I'm also hearing feeling secure. This looks like something very promising. You look happy. I'm seeing like a very jovial energy. And this is someone too that you may feel like you get to like play with their inner child and vice versa. Like there's a sense of feeling like you can be yourself, and there's like a lack of judgment here. It's like somebody that just understands you. I'm definitely getting a deep sense of understanding between you and this person. I'm hearing camaraderie. Yeah, you're being guided to like be confident, be yourself, to try new things. I'm also hearing it's like the sun next to Jupiter. So it's like fun things that you're exploring. You may be learning new things with this person. Jupiter is Sagittarian energy. I'm definitely seeing a lot of fire in this spread. We are also looking at the sun. Yeah, you being confident, like being in your own skin, like as much as you allow yourself to be, that is what like allows this situation to unfold. So this is about like knowing your boundaries, knowing what you're comfortable with, like knowing where you're willing to go, where you don't want to go, what you do want to explore, what you don't want to explore, and maybe getting a little bit out of your comfort zone too. It looks to me like something about who you are feels safe to be around this person. Like you would feel like they see you in the way that you would want to be perceived. And there's a sense of like feeling secure because of that. But this is also about the energy you're giving off. Because like when we wear masks, when we connect with people, there's a sense of like never feeling seen. And so we always feel like lonely or unsatisfied within the relationship. However, when we're shining authentically and you connect with somebody because of that, there's like such a deep, impactful sense of intimacy that you share with someone. And that's what I'm seeing going on here. So this is like seeing someone and someone seeing you like in your true nature and you feeling good about that. Which also means like a move to like come to terms with who you are and like acceptance and self-love and all of that. Which is a process. But yeah, I'm just seeing this person really digs you. And there's a sense of like feeling good in your skin. Like I'm even getting something about like you're out in the sun, or like you're in some type of environment that feels like refreshing, but it also feels like upbeat too, or like the sun shining down on your face. Like there's a sense of like breathing fresh air and all of that. Like it feels like a very refreshing type of environment for you to be in. And this can even mean like being within someone's energetic field. It's like definitely quite a vibe that you have with this person. I get the feeling too, like you're in a place where you're going to allow this to be what it's meant to be, because I'm not seeing a particular agenda here. It's more so like we're starting this thing together. We both feel excited about it. We're both ready to explore. There's a lack of an agenda, but allowing things to fill out in the way that they will. And I feel like you see me and I see you, and this feels compatible because you're both being yourselves here. And that's why this is working. The Empress. I think that you guys definitely have like mutual ideas. Like you would feel creative around this person. You would feel like you have. I'm hearing fill my mind up with ideas. What is this from? This is a song. I need to think about Travis Scott. Pretty sure. Maybe you guys like the same music too. The lyrics are, she fills my mind up with ideas, I'm pretty sure. Something like that. But I'm just seeing you guys on, like, the same wave here. It's like, feel very connected with this person. There's definitely something about, like, your creative streak and that also being in alignment with this person. Like, I'm seeing it be some type of wish fulfillment to, like, collaborate with this person or make choices with them or, like, to interact with them in the way that you do. And you could be working on things together, or, like, you get to work together because you have common interests. There's a sense of definitely feeling in touch. And I'm seeing, like, so much yellow and so much orange here. And the King of Cups is showing up too. Don't get ahead of yourself. But I'm seeing this be something that you feel emotionally connected with. Like, I'm seeing a sense of, like, even mutual admiration. Wow, these readings have been so lovely, Aquarius. So, definitely a guided connection between the two of you. I'm looking at the Hierophant. This is like, things come together at the perfect timing. I'm looking at Jupiter and Taurus touching here. I think that there's something very amazing about the timing of this, or like the way that you guys meet, or it's very unexpected. I think that, like, you may have also gained confidence within, like, your sense of spirituality even, or like your belief system or some type of philosophy that you've adopted. Because I'm seeing that also be important too, especially with how you're handling this relationship. For some of you, I do get the feeling like you guys may be mutual guides within each other's lives. You may feel that too if you have like a North Node contact with someone in your synastry. It also depends on the aspect too. Well, even still, because if you have a North Node contact with someone, it's kind of like related to your present and future and like where you're going and like your destiny and stuff. Even like your ascendant and their North Node or vice versa. It's like who you are makes sense to this person. Wow. I'm hearing incoming. I'm also hearing incoming call. Yeah, I'm seeing like you've persevered through a lot of stuff and found yourself in like some very philosophical or like spiritual way. And I'm seeing this be something that you carry with you, like something that matters to you. Like something about like your belief system or like how you like to live your life or like how you perceive life in the universe, stuff like that. It's like, especially with Jupiter here too, like Jupiter is like expansion and education and philosophy and writing. I'm also hearing something about poetry. But yeah, you're being guided to like be centered. Like, even though this stuff is going on and it may feel like very exciting and it's something that like potentially you could get a little bit swept up in, like especially with all the fire energy and like the yellow too with the solar plexus. It's like you may be manifesting a lot of big things right now and there's like a lot of potential here, but you want to use it properly. Like, you don't want to expend the energy too quickly. You want to allow it to kind of like smooth out with this person. So it's like, this is not the time to be fast and furious. This is the time to like take your time with it, enjoy it, like allow things to settle in, like pay attention to what your body is feeling, what that means for you, like what that's telling you. But yeah, this looks like the illumination of some type of wish fulfillment for you. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like good luck, good karma. Because of the way that you've been or had, maybe both, handled something emotionally. Like, it's almost like you needed to graduate into this energy to come into contact with this person, or like to have the opportunity, to have the chance, because it's almost like a yes from your guides, and then like I'm seeing spirit allow something to come through for you. But for some of you, I'm seeing that this is supposed to help you get moving in some type of direction, or like if you had felt kind of stagnant, this is something that's like going to get you going in some type of way. Like, this looks like a catalyst type of energy for you. I'm looking at the Sun, Jupiter, Venus, Taurus, Cancer. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.